The 1978 Eisenhower dollar in good condition, specifically the large date version without a mint mark. This coin is part of the Eisenhower dollar series, which was first released in 1971 as a tribute to the 34th President of the United States, Dwight Eisenhower. These coins were minted to commemorate the accomplishments of Eisenhower, especially his leadership during World War II and his presidency. The Eisenhower dollar was part of the broader effort by the US Mint to produce a new series of coins that were larger than the traditional silver dollar. This series was introduced following the discontinuation of the peace dollar and the adoption of the Kennedy half dollar. The Eisenhower dollar, with a diameter of 38.1 m, is much larger than the traditional coins, making it instantly recognizable. The coin was minted from 1971 until 1978 and was made from a copper-nickel-clad composition. In 1979, it was replaced by the Susan B. Anthony dollar. But why has the 1978 Eisenhower dollars without a mint mark become so valuable? The 1978 Eisenhower dollar features two main designs. On the obverse, you'll find a striking portrait of President Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparo. The image was based on a photograph of Eisenhower taken by the famous photographer Paul Hess. This portrait is quite detailed and highlights the seriousness of the president's demeanor. The reverse side of the coin displays an image of the Apollo 11 mission, which marked the first successful landing of humans on the moon. This is a direct homage to the space program, as Eisenhower had served as president during the early stages of the US space race. The reverse also includes an eagle perched on the moon's surface with a large inscription that reads a pluribus unum and $1. The large date and small date versions of the 1978 Eisenhower dollar were produced, but the large date variant is more common. However, collectors have taken a particular interest in this coin because of its subtle differences, such as the variety of mint marks and, in some cases, potential errors. Notably, the 1978 Eisenhower dollar minted in good condition without a mint mark is particularly sought after. There are a few notable features that collectors should be on the lookout for, such as the sharpness of the date and the overall wear and tear on the coin. A coin in good condition will show visible wear but should still have distinct features, especially the large date. The lack of a mint mark is also a significant feature, as coins minted in Philadelphia, the primary mint, generally do not have a mint mark. This differentiates the 1978 Eisenhower dollar from its Denver or San Francisco counterparts, which have their respective mint marks. Now, how much is a 1978 Eisenhower dollar in good condition worth in today's auction market? Typically, a coin in good condition can range in value from $200,000 depending on the auction, the demand, and any additional factors like toning or errors. The market for Eisenhower dollars is more niche compared to other US coins, but the scarcity and unique design elements make it appealing to collectors who focus on the larger dollar series or presidential coins. The 1978 in good condition is considered a relatively affordable piece for those looking to expand their collection while still securing a historically significant coin. Next up is the 1977 US Silver Kennedy half dollar with the large date and no mint mark, found in uncirculated condition. This coin, part of the Kennedy half dollar series, holds a special place in both historical and numismatic significance. The 1977 Kennedy half dollar marked a time when the coin had moved past the era of high silver content and was now made from a clad composition. The large date version of this coin is more noticeable, and finding it in uncirculated condition is something collectors actively seek out. Let's take a deeper look at this iconic piece. The 1977 Kennedy half dollar was minted in a year of political stability and cultural change in America. While not a commemorative year, the coin was still seen as a tribute to the memory of John F. Kennedy, whose legacy was firmly ingrained in the American consciousness. By this point, the US Mint had ceased production of silver Kennedy half dollars, replacing them with clad coins, as mentioned earlier. With an increase in the clad composition, the 1977 coin is composed primarily of copper and nickel with no silver content. However, it retains much of the Kennedy half dollar's distinct design, continuing the legacy of the coin. The large date version produced in the Philadelphia Mint, has a larger, more noticeable date on the obverse, making it easy to distinguish from the smaller date coins of the same year. Interestingly, the 1977 Kennedy half-dollar was not heavily circulated compared to other years. Coins in uncirculated condition are scarce and highly valued by collectors. The obverse of the coin features the iconic Gilroy Roberts portrait of President John F. Kennedy, while the reverse carries Frank Gasparo's eagle design. The large date is more prominent on this coin, which allows it to stand out in a collection. As mentioned, the 1977 coin is without a mint mark, meaning it was produced in Philadelphia, the primary mint for the half-dollar during this period. This adds a layer of uniqueness to the coin, as collectors often focus on mint-marked coins from other mints, such as Denver. The 1977 Kennedy half-dollar in uncirculated condition has seen strong market interest in recent years. Depending on the condition, the coin can sell for anywhere between $87,000 in today's auction market. The uncirculated quality makes it particularly valuable, as unblemished specimens are much rarer than circulated versions. Collectors have a strong interest in uncirculated coins, particularly those from iconic series like the Kennedy half-dollar, which continues to be an important part of American coinage. Investors are also looking at these coins as they represent both historical and financial value. There are fewer known errors in the 1977 Kennedy half-dollar series, but some collectors have reported finding coins with struck-through errors or off-center strikes, which can dramatically increase the coin's value. The 1977 US silver Kennedy half-dollar with the large date and no mint mark, in uncirculated condition, remains a significant coin for collectors and investors. Its uncirculated condition makes it a prized possession, and its market value is steadily climbing due to its rarity. Another fascinating coin, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar with a D-era small mint mark in very fine condition. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar is another key coin in the series, and while it shares many similarities with the 1978, its particular minting error makes it a much rarer find. Let's dive into the details. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar was struck during the peak of the coin's mintage years. The series was immensely popular among collectors and was part of the broader interest in commemorative coins during the 1970s. It's worth noting that in 1974, the US Mint had moved from the production of silver coins to copper nickel-clad coins, which had a significant impact on both the appearance and the longevity of the coins. The 1974 coin is especially notable for its D-mint mark error. Unlike the 1978, which was minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar was primarily struck in Denver, which typically used a D-mint mark. However, an error occurred during the production of some of these coins, resulting in a small mint mark that has caught the attention of collectors. Just like the 1978 version, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar features a design of President Eisenhower on the obverse, as well as the Apollo 11 mission on the reverse. The design elements remain consistent, but it's the mint mark error on this coin that elevates its value. The small D-mint mark is less defined than the usual mint mark, making it a rarer and more collectible variant. The distinct feature here is the smaller size of the mint mark, which is an anomaly in the regular minting process. The D-era small mint mark is one of the most sought-after features of this coin. Error collectors, in particular, are drawn to this coin for its uniqueness. A properly minted D-mint mark should be much clearer, but due to the small size, this error makes it stand out from other Eisenhower dollars. Coins in very fine condition are particularly prized. In this condition, the coin should show only moderate wear, with most details visible but softened. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar with the D-era mint mark in very fine condition is a treasure to collectors, especially those who focus on minting anomalies and errors. In terms of market value, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar with a small D-mint mark error in very fine condition can range from $124,000 depending on factors like the overall demand, condition, and error in coins with this error are rare enough that they often attract higher bids in auctions, particularly when the coin is in better than average condition. Collectors who specialize in era coins are often willing to pay a premium for a coin with such a distinctive feature. Next up coin in our list of valuable US coins, the 1971 Kennedy half dollar with a large date and no mint mark. This is another fantastic example of a silver coin that holds great value in the collector's market, particularly when it's in uncirculated condition. Let's dive deep into the history, features, and value of this coin to understand why it is so sought after by collectors. The Kennedy half dollar first entered circulation in 1964, designed as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy following his assassination in 1963. The 1971 release of this coin marked a shift toward a more modern coinage design. Like many coins of the era, the Kennedy half dollar underwent modifications, with the 1971 series containing a higher percentage of copper-nickel composition as opposed to the earlier silver-rich issues. However, the 1971 half dollar was still minted in high numbers, and it remains an important piece in the Kennedy series. The large date variety of the 1971 coin is notable because it was part of a redesign at the mint. The large date coins, as we discussed with the 1972 version, have larger digits than the small date coins that were also minted that same year. Though the 1971 Kennedy half dollar with no mint mark is relatively common in terms of mintage, collectors look for high-quality, uncirculated specimens. The large date variety stands out because the numbers 7 and 1 are noticeably larger than those found on the small date variety. This design feature is easily identifiable to the trained eye, making the coin even more desirable to collectors who are looking for that distinct feature. The 1971 Kennedy half dollar had a large mintage number with more than 100 million coins produced. However, it is important to note that this coin was only minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it lacks a mint mark unlike other years in which coins were struck at multiple facilities. Although the mintage was high, not all coins are in uncirculated condition. Many coins have been heavily circulated, making uncirculated examples particularly rare and valuable. It is this rarity in high-grade specimens that makes the 1971 Kennedy half dollar with a large date and no mint mark so intriguing to collectors. The value of a 1971 Kennedy half dollar without a mint mark in uncirculated condition can vary depending on the coin's grade. Coins that are graded M65 or higher can be worth significantly more than their circulated count. In fine to very fine condition, the coin generally ranges in value from $30,000, but as mentioned, coins in uncirculated grades can fetch upwards of $47,000 or more, depending on the auction. The higher price points are typically realized when the coin is graded by professional numismatic grading services such as PCG or NGC. These services certify the coin's authenticity and grade, which increases its value in the market. It's always best to ensure that any coin you're investing in has been properly graded and authenticated. In errors and collectible interest, as with the 1972 variety, the 1971 Kennedy half dollar also has collectible interest due to its historical context and occasional minting errors. While there are no major error varieties specific to the 1971 large date coin, collectors still hunt for the highest grade examples available. The Kennedy half dollar series, in general, is highly collectible because of the association with President Kennedy. His assassination and legacy have led to a deep fascination with any coin that bears his image. The 1971 issue is no exception, and the large date variety continues to be a popular choice for those looking to build a comprehensive Kennedy half dollar collection. The 1971 Kennedy half dollar with a large date and no mint mark is another valuable coin in the world of numismatics. Its historical significance, coupled with its design and the market demand for high-quality uncirculated specimens, makes it an excellent investment for collectors. The rarity of well-preserved examples adds to its desirability, and the coin continues to appreciate in value as time goes on. Next up, we have the iconic Eisenhower Liberty Bell Moon $1 coin, minted in 1976, which is a true milestone in American coinage. This coin, also known as the Ike dollar, was issued to commemorate two significant events: The US Bicentennial and the moon landing. It's a coin that captures the spirit of America's historic achievements, and it remains one of the most collectible coins of the 20th century. Let's dive deeper into this beautiful coin's design, mintage, market value, and why it's so special to collect. The Eisenhower dollar was first introduced in 1971, but it was issued in a special bicentennial edition in 1976 to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. The coin commemorates both the 1776 Declaration of Independence and the 1969 Apollo 11 moon landing. It features two different designs, the Liberty Bell design, paired with the moon landing design, making it a dual symbol of America's independence and space exploration. This coin is famous for being one of the last US dollars made with 40 silver, making it an even more valuable and collectible piece today. The decision to mint the coin was made under President Richard Nixon's administration as a part of the United States bicentennial celebration. The reverse design of the coin features an image of the Liberty Bell with the moon in the background, a fitting tribute to the nation's achievements in both independence and space exploration. The obverse features President Dwight Eisenhower, who led the country during a time of significant space accomplishments, making the coin even more memorable. The total mintage of the Eisenhower bicentennial dollar was massive, but not all of them have held or grown in value. The key to its value today lies in the coin's condition and the 1976 Eisenhower dollar, in particular, is one of the most common and least valuable versions, with millions of coins in circulation. However, those that were struck without a mint mark, specifically the 1976 as and no mint mark versions, are far rarer and significantly more valuable. In good condition, a 1976 Eisenhower Liberty Bell Moon $1 without a mint mark can range from depending on market conditions and auction trends. Coins that are in better condition can fetch even higher prices, especially when they come with professional grading. The demand for these coins tends to rise during periods of national celebration, such as the US Bicentennial or significant anniversaries related to space exploration. In fact, certain uncirculated versions of this coin have sold for over $115,000 at auction, particularly the 1976 S-proof coins. The rarest and most valuable versions are those that are graded MS65 or higher, where the pristine quality of the coin and the unique features of the minting process really stand out. The Eisenhower dollar features two distinct designs, with the reverse showcasing the Liberty Bell and moon motif, and the obverse displaying a profile of President Dwight D. Eisenhower. This dual symbolism of the coin is one of its most significant and compelling features. The moon landing design, particularly, resonates with collectors who appreciate the US space program and the historical significance of the Apollo missions. The Liberty Bell design was chosen for its representation of American freedom, while the moon design symbolizes the nation's accomplishments in space exploration. Together, these designs create a coin that is not just a piece of currency, but a symbol of American pride, achievement, and innovation. In the world of coin collecting, errors and variations are of great interest to collectors, and the Eisenhower dollar is no exception. Some of the most notable errors include clipped planchettes, off-center strikes, and double strikes, which increase the rarity and value of these coins. The absence of a mint mark on certain 1976 coins makes them even more intriguing to collectors, as this version is more difficult to find in good condition, increasing its appeal and price on the auction. Eisenhower dollar enthusiasts often focus on finding the rarest versions in the best possible condition, which is why the 1976 proof coin is highly sought. Collectors also look for coins with minting flaws, which can add substantial value to a coin, especially if it's from a limited production run. The combination of history, design, and rarity makes the Eisenhower Liberty Bell Moon $1 coin a highly collectible and valuable piece of American numismatic history. To sum up, the 1976 Eisenhower Liberty Bell Moon $1 coin without a mint mark remains a cherished piece in the world of US coin collecting. Its historical significance, rare mintage, and eye-catching design make it a coin that continues to attract collectors and investors alike. So if you have one of these coins in your collection, you may be holding onto a rare treasure worth far more than face value. Next up, the 1989 US Silver Kennedy $half with the P Mint mark is one of the most sought-after coins in modern US numismatics. Produced by the US Mint as part of the Kennedy $half series, this coin carries significant collector value, especially when found in fine condition. The coin is notable not only for its historical context, but also for its rarity in certain conditions. With the Kennedy $half continuing popularity, the 1989 edition stands out for both its design and market appeal. The Kennedy $half series began in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy following his tragic assassination in 1963. The US government wanted to honor his legacy, and thus the Kennedy $half was introduced. The 1989 version, minted during the Reagan administration, marked the 25th year of this iconic series. While the Kennedy series started with 90 silver by 1971, the composition of the coin changed to 40 silver and then eventually to clad composition, copper-nickel from 1971 onward. The 1989 coin is part of this clad era, which means it is primarily composed of copper with a thin layer of nickel, giving it a distinct appearance compared to earlier coins. In 1989, the US Mint produced millions of these coins, but in comparison to other Kennedy $half of the 1980s, the 1989 coin has a lower mintage and has been appreciated for its relatively low circulation. This means that finding a well-preserved version in fine condition is more difficult than one might think, adding to its collector value. The obverse of the 1989 Kennedy $half features the portrait of President John F. Kennedy, as designed by Gilroy Roberts. Kennedy's image is encircled by the words Liberty and the year of minting. On the reverse, the eagle design by Frank Gasparo is featured, symbolizing America's strength and unity. The eagle holds an olive branch and arrows, a classic emblem of peace and defense. Above the eagle, the words United States of America are prominently displayed, along with the coin's denomination of half. The P Mint mark, which represents the Philadelphia Mint, is placed near the bottom of the reverse, just below the eagle's tail feathers. This mint mark is significant because it distinguishes this coin from others that were minted in other locations, such as the Denver Mint, which uses the D Mint mark. The market value of the 1989 silver Kennedy $half in fine condition can vary depending on various factors such as demand, condition, and the coin's certified grade. In today's auction market, a coin in fine condition can fetch anywhere $79,000 depending on the specific buyer's interest and the auction house's prestige. However, what truly adds value to the 1989 Kennedy $half is its collector interest. Because of the low mintage compared to other years in the series, collectors have a greater interest in finding well-preserved examples. The P Mint mark adds another layer of rarity, as these are often less common in fine condition. Additionally, this coin is part of the broader Kennedy $half series, which continues to be a staple in American numismatics. The emotional connection to John F. Kennedy's legacy fuels the coin's demand among collectors, especially those who specialize in modern presidential memorabilia. As such, the 1989 silver Kennedy $half is expected to hold or increase its value over the years, especially in high-quality conditions. While errors on the 1989 Kennedy $half are relatively rare, some collectors have found coins with minor defects, such as struck-through grease marks or off-center strikes. These variants can increase the coin's value in the market, particularly among error coin enthusiasts. In summary, the 1989 US silver Kennedy $half with the P Mint mark is a coin that perfectly encapsulates the intersection of American history, design, and numismatics. Its fine condition makes it a valuable piece for collectors and investors alike. Whether you are new to coin collecting or a seasoned expert, this coin deserves a place in your collection for its historical significance and potential for future appreciation. Up the Kennedy $half, a cornerstone of American numismatics, holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. Today, we're diving deep into the value of the 1973 silver Kennedy half dollar. Specifically, we'll explore its value in circulated good condition, with a focus on the large date variety and the absence of a mint mark. Introduced in 1964, following the assassination of President John F. Kennedy, the Kennedy half dollar was created as a tribute to the late president. Over time, the coin has gone through various design changes and mintage adjustments, with each year offering unique coins that interest collectors. The 1973 coin, in particular, remains a notable year because of its distinctive features and its place in American history. 1973 saw a slight shift in production, with the mint continuing to produce coins for circulation while the country was dealing with the ongoing effects of the Vietnam War, inflation, and social change. This context gives the coin added historical significance, making it more valuable to collectors who look beyond the physical characteristics. The obverse of the 1973 Kennedy half dollar features a portrait of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. It shows Kennedy's profile with the words Liberty above and the year 1973 below. The reverse features the U.S. eagle, symbolizing the nation's strength, with the inscriptions United States of America and a pluribus unum. On some coins, the mint mark would be present beneath the eagle, but the 1973 version, without a mint mark, is significant for collectors. The large date variety of the 1973 coin has larger numerals for the year compared to the small date variety, which makes it visually distinct and sought after in the numismatic community. This feature may not be an error, but simply a different die used for production, but it plays a large role in its value. The mintage of the 1973 Kennedy half dollar was substantial, but it is still considered relatively common compared to other years of the coin. However, its value increases in specific grades. In circulated good condition, the coin is worth significantly more than its face value due to its historical importance and the unique characteristics of the large date variety. In recent auctions, the 1973 silver Kennedy half dollar in circulated good condition has fetched prices ranging from $88,000 depending on the specific wear and appearance. While this may not seem like a large sum, it is a notable increase from its original 50-cent face value. Though the 1973 coin without a mint mark is not technically an error, it does attract significant collector interest due to its historical value. The absence of the mint mark often leads to speculation about the coin's origin, with some collectors viewing it as a potential error or an anomaly from the minting process. Collectors are also drawn to the silver content of the coin. While the 1973 Kennedy half dollar contains only 40 silver, this makes it more valuable than standard clad coins from other years. Those who are interested in silver content or coin hoarding have steadily driven up the demand for this coin. The 1973 silver Kennedy half dollar in circulated good condition remains one of the most accessible coins in the Kennedy series, but still offers collectors a unique opportunity to own a piece of U.S. numismatic history. With its large date variety and no mint mark, this coin remains a favorite for both novice and experienced collectors alike. Be sure to keep an eye on this coin in future auctions as it continues to appreciate in value. Next up, we turn our attention to the 1906 commemorative $1 coin. This beautiful coin is a tribute to the Statue of Liberty, which became a symbol of freedom and democracy for generations of immigrants coming to the United States. The 1906 commemorative coin celebrates the opening of the Statue of Liberty's pedestal on Ellis Island. Let's take a closer look at this coin's rich history, design, and how it's valued in the modern auction market. The 1906 commemorative $1 coin was issued to mark the opening of the pedestal of the Statue of Liberty, which had been given to the United States by France in 1886. The coin was minted as part of a national celebration of the statue's role in welcoming immigrants to America. The design on the coin reflects the grandeur of the Statue of Liberty, with her torch held high as a beacon of hope and freedom. This was an important moment in American history as the pedestal for the statue was finally completed and opened to the public. The Statue of Liberty had long been an icon for those who arrived in the US, seeking a better life, and this coin was designed to capture that symbol of the 1906 commemorative coin was produced in limited quantities and quickly became a collector's item due to its historical significance and beautiful design. On the obverse of the coin, Lady Liberty is featured in a classic pose, holding her torch aloft while the inscription Liberty is displayed above her. The reverse shows a detailed rendition of the Statue of Liberty's pedestal, with the inscription "In God We Trust" and the date 1906 marking the coin's issuance. The coin was minted with a P mint mark Philadelphia, which was the primary mint at the time. However, due to the relatively small mintage, the coin is considered to be a rare and collectible piece today. The design by Augustus St. Gaudens, one of the most famous coin designers in American history, is detailed and elegant, adding to its desirability among collectors. Only 200,000 coins were minted, making the 1906 commemorative $1 coin a rare and valuable find. In fine condition, the value of this coin can range from $200,000, with certain coins in better condition fetching even higher prices. Coins that have been graded at Miss 65 or higher are especially valuable, as they represent the best possible quality for this series. On the auction market, these coins have been known to fetch prices well above $200,000, especially if they come with original packaging or are in pristine condition. Collectors often compete for these coins due to their rich historical context, limited mintage, and timeless design. Prices can fluctuate depending on demand, but the 1906 Statue of Liberty commemorative coin is generally considered to be one of the more valuable commemorative issues. Collectors of the 1906 commemorative $1 coin are often on the lookout for coins with strike errors, such as off-center strikes or clipped planchettes, which can make the coin even rarer and more valuable. The overall interest in this coin continues to grow, especially during anniversaries related to the Statue of Liberty or significant milestones in American immigration history. The 1906 commemorative coin is often viewed as a prime example of American patriotism and the desire to honor the country's most enduring symbols. Collectors value this coin not only for its historical context, but also for the legacy of freedom it represents. In conclusion, the 1906 Statue of Liberty on Ellis Island commemorative $1 coin is a true masterpiece of American coinage. Its limited mintage, beautiful design, and deep historical significance make it an essential part of any serious coin collection. If you ever come across one of these coins, be sure to take note of its potential value in today's auction market. Next up, the 1984 Kennedy $half is one such coin, specifically notable for the P/D era mint mark. Let's delve into what makes this coin particularly valuable and why it has such a significant place in the world of numismatics. The 1980s were a transformative period for American coinage. The US Mint was dealing with large-scale coin production as the country's economic landscape shifted. In 1984, the US economy was recovering from a recession, and silver prices were relatively low. The mint was producing coins at an impressive rate to keep up with circulation demands, and this led to the famous error, the P/D mint mark. The error is a result of a die used in production that was mistakenly stamped with both D mint mark, representing the Denver Mint, and a P mint mark, representing the Philadelphia Mint. This error occurred due to die overproduction or misplacement, making it a highly collectible item. Coins with this error are particularly sought after because they tell a story of minting mistakes, adding intrigue to their value. Much like the 1973 $half, the 1984 Kennedy $half features a portrait of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The reverse depicts a bold eagle with a laurel branch and arrows, symbolizing power and peace. The coin's key distinguishing feature, however, is the mint mark. Typically, a P mint mark denotes coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and a D mint mark denotes those struck at the Denver Mint. On this error coin, the P mint mark is placed over the D mint mark, making it a unique anomaly in the world of American coinage. The mintage of the 1984 Kennedy $half was high, with millions of coins produced. However, the P/D error is much rarer. While uncirculated examples with the error may not see huge spikes in value, those in circulated condition are still prized by collectors due to their rarity. The market value for a 1984 Kennedy half dollar with a P/D error mint mark in circulated condition can vary greatly depending on the grade, condition, and provenance. Typically, these coins can fetch anywhere between $100,000 at auction, depending on the rarity and collector demand for specific errors. Errors, especially ones as distinctive as the P/D mint mark, are highly sought after by collectors. The error indicates a specific mistake made during the coin's production, adding both value and intrigue to the coin. As a result, these coins are often included in error coin collections, and the market for such items has grown as more collectors seek to diversify their collections. The Kennedy half dollar series, with its historical context and ongoing production, has long been a favorite among collectors. The 1984 P/D error mint mark adds another layer to the appeal, making this coin an essential part of any serious collector's portfolio. The 1984 Kennedy half dollar with EP/D error mint mark stands out in the world of US coinage. While its circulation value remains moderate, its rarity and collector interest make it a highly valuable coin, especially in today's market. If you come across one of these error coins, it's certainly worth considering for your collection. Next up, the Eisenhower dollar was a coin minted by the United States from 1971 to 1978 as a tribute to President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who served as the 34th President of the US from 1953 to 1961. However, there is a misconception in your description. The coin was minted in the 1970s, not 1772. This is important for historical accuracy, as no US dollar was produced that early. The coin's design commemorates both the Apollo 11 moon landing and Eisenhower's legacy. The gold-plated version is a special edition that was produced after the original coin's release as a novelty item. Gold plating is applied over the typical copper-nickel composition of the coin, giving it a distinctive appearance. This was not a regular issue by the US Mint, and these coins were primarily issued as commemorative or collectible pieces, often found in special sets or purchased directly from the US Mint or private dealers. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of President Eisenhower, designed by artist Frank Gasparo. On the reverse, the coin displays an inscription of the Apollo 11 mission, which includes the eagle landing on the moon with the Earth in the background. The coin's size is comparable to the silver dollar, measuring 38.1 mm in diameter. The Eisenhower dollar has a distinctive, large date that sets it apart from other US coins. Its lack of a mint mark makes it rarer, adding to its value in today's market. The dirty condition of the coin likely lowers its value compared to a pristine example, but it still holds appeal among collectors due to its historical significance and the unique nature of its gold plating. The Eisenhower dollar had a substantial mintage during its regular production years, with around 200 million coins minted across all years. However, the gold-plated version is much rarer. In the market, the Eisenhower dollar typically doesn't command a premium unless it has a low mintage variety, a significant error, or if it is in mint condition. Given the dirty condition you mentioned, the value might range around $59,000 in the auction market. However, clean examples in good to mint condition can see prices ranging between $83,000 or more, especially if they are a part of a special commemorative set. Some collectors are particularly drawn to the variety of minting errors on these coins, like off-center strikes, misaligned dies, or double strikes. Errors on gold-plated Eisenhower dollars can significantly increase their market value, depending on the rarity of the mistake. Despite being in dirty condition, gold-plated Eisenhower dollars still generate significant collector interest, particularly among those who focus on special issues or thematic collections relating to US presidents or space exploration. Next up, the United States Silver Kennedy half dollar of 1988, with the large date and the P mint mark, is another fascinating coin that continues to pique the interest of collectors and investors alike. This coin, although part of the regular production run, has become noteworthy due to its relatively low mintage and the unique characteristics of the 1988 strike. In good condition, the coin holds a respectable market value, and its status among collectors has continued to rise in recent years. By 1988, the Kennedy half-dollar had undergone several changes since its introduction in 1964. While initially struck in 1971, the US Mint began producing the coin in copper-nickel clad, with only a few special issues containing silver. The 1988 Kennedy half-dollars was part of the regular production series, but collectors took notice of certain variations, especially the large date style used in that year's minting. The 1988 coin was produced during a time when the US Mint was experiencing changes in production methods, moving toward the modern era of coinage with more stringent quality controls. Despite the increase in technology, certain coins from this era, such as the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar, continue to hold collector interest due to their appeal and relative scarcity in good or better condition. The total mintage for the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar was quite high, with over 41 million coins being struck across both mint facilities. The majority of these coins were produced at the Philadelphia Mint and bear the P Mint mark, which is featured on the reverse side of the coin. The Kennedy half-dollar of this year saw a significant drop in the use of silver, as it was no longer included in the regular coinage. However, this fact does not detract from its collector value, as the P Mint mark and the large date design offer unique attributes that differentiate it from other coins from the same era. The design of the 1988 Kennedy half-dollars follows the standard design elements that have been in place since the coin's introduction. The obverse features the portrait of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. Kennedy's figure is shown facing left, with his profile clear and bold. The date 1988 is inscribed below the portrait, with the P Mint mark located to the right of Kennedy's neck. On the reverse, the eagle motif is featured, which was created by Frank Gasparro. The eagle holds an olive branch in its right talon and arrows in its left, symbolizing peace and strength. The phrase United States of America is inscribed around the eagle, along with the words half-dollar on the bottom. The large date style was used for this issue, and collectors particularly seek out coins with this specific feature. In good condition, the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar is not as rare as some other coins from earlier years, but it still maintains a solid market value due to its relatively lower mintage and the distinctiveness of the large date design. The coin's value has fluctuated over the years, but it is currently valued at approximately $68,000 in good condition, depending on the specific or. The market for Kennedy half-dollars, including the 1988 edition, has been influenced by several factors, including the ongoing interest in modern coins and the enduring legacy of President John F. Kennedy. Many collectors focus on completing sets of Kennedy half-dollars, and coins from the late 1980s have gained a particular following due to their design and historical significance. Errors on the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar are not common, but collectors do occasionally find coins with slight variations in the minting process. These variations may include double strikes, die cracks, or other minor defects that can increase the coin's value. Next up, the United States Bicentennial Silver Kennedy half-dollar is one of the most iconic and sought-after coins in the collection of US coin enthusiasts. Commemorating the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence in 1776, this coin, issued in 1976, features a design that captures the historical significance of this momentous occasion. In fine condition, the value of this coin today has risen substantially, driven by its silver content, historical relevance, and collector demand. The United States Bicentennial of 1776-1976 was a landmark event, marking the 200th anniversary of the nation's independence. The US Mint issued a series of coins to commemorate this occasion, including the Bicentennial Quarter, the Bicentennial Half-Dollar, and the Bicentennial Dollar. The Kennedy half-dollar, which had been in circulation since 1964, was chosen as one of the official commemorative coins for the bicentennial celebration. The coin features two main symbols related to the US bicentennial. On the reverse side, the coin displays a design of Independence Hall in Philadelphia, where the Declaration of Independence was signed. The reverse side of the coin was changed for this special issue to reflect the historic occasion. The obverse side of the coin, depicting John F. Kennedy, was retained as the original design, honoring the memory of the late president. The mintage of the Bicentennial Silver Kennedy $half in 1976 was extraordinarily high, with over 150 million coins minted. However, the majority of these were struck in copper-nickel, with a smaller percentage struck in 40 silver. The silver versions of these coins are particularly valuable today, as silver content has continued to be a driving force in the coin's market value. In terms of the no-mint mark version, this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The lack of a mint mark on the coin is an important characteristic, especially when compared to the versions minted at Denver D and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint version is not considered a rare error. The absence of a mint mark adds a layer of distinction. On the obverse of the Bicentennial Silver Kennedy $half, we see the familiar portrait of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. Kennedy's image is facing left, with the words Liberty above and the year 1976 below. The "In God We Trust" inscription is located just under his neck, with the mint mark, if present, to the right. The reverse of the coin, however, features a distinct change to commemorate the bicentennial. The design, by Frank Gasparo, shows Independence Hall in Philadelphia. The building, with its clock tower and iconic architectural features, above the hall. The inscription reads 200 Years of Freedom, while United States of America and $half frame the image. The coin's silver content is another attractive feature. Each Bicentennial Silver Kennedy $half contains 40 silver, which, due to the fluctuating value of silver, continues to drive the coin's market worth. At the time of issue, these coins were sold to the public at a premium over face value due to the silver content. As with most coins, the Bicentennial Silver Kennedy $half has attracted interest from collectors, especially those looking for rare errors and minting anomalies. However, the number of true errors on these coins is relatively low, as the mint used modern machines that minimized mistakes. Some collectors focus on variations in the design, such as die cracks or doubling, but these are relatively rare. The most valuable errors are typically those related to the missing mint mark or other noticeable design flaws. In general, the value of the Bicentennial Silver Kennedy $half is tied to its historical significance, its silver content, and the collector market for the Bicentennial series is robust, with many collectors seeking to complete a set of bicentennial coins. The Kennedy $half in fine condition typically fetches anywhere from $100,000 depending on the market. However, those in uncirculated or proof condition can see values much higher. On rare occasions, some graded coins can fetch over $98,000, particularly if they have unique attributes like low mintage or are part of a special collection. The demand for these coins is fueled by nostalgia for the bicentennial era, interest in the historical context, and the ongoing appeal of silver coins. The value also continues to appreciate as fewer of these coins remain in high condition, and the general public increasingly turns toward rare silver coins for investment purposes. Next up, the Morgan silver dollar is one of the most iconic and sought-after coins in the world of numismatics. Minted between 1878 and 1904 with a final release in 1921, the Morgan dollar was designed by George T. Morgan, an engraver at the U.S. Mint. The coin was produced to meet the demand for silver coins in the late 19th century, especially following the Bland-Allison Act of 1878, which required the U.S. Treasury to purchase silver and mint it into coins. The 1887 Morgan dollar is one of the most collectible years in the series, with the S mint mark indicating that it was minted in San Francisco. The large date variety in particular is a distinguishing feature, and while it doesn't have the notoriety of the rare 1893 S or 1889 CC, it still enjoys significant demand among collectors. The obverse of the Morgan dollar features a profile of Liberty, wearing a coronet inscribed with the word Liberty designed by Morgan himself. The reverse shows a bold eagle, wings outstretched, with an olive branch in one talon and a bundle of arrows in the other, symbolizing peace and strength. Around the eagle is the inscription United States of America and E pluribus unum, with the denomination $1 prominently displayed. The total mintage of the 1887 Morgan dollar is around $20 million, and while not a low mintage year, the coin's appeal is driven by its SS mint mark and large date variety. In fine condition, an 1887 Morgan dollar could fetch a price between $75,000 at auction depending on the coin's overall eye appeal, tuning, and specific demand. Coins in higher grades like MS65 or higher can see values skyrocket, potentially reaching into the $73,500 range or more. Morgan dollars are notorious for their varieties including die cracks, doubled dies, and minting errors. Collectors are particularly keen on finding double die obverses or misstrikes for this series, and the 1887 S is no exception. Coins that feature such errors can see substantial premiums, especially if the error is evident in high-quality examples. The collector interest in the Morgan dollar series has remained high for decades, with enthusiasts drawn to the rich history and intricate design. The 1887 S variant, especially in fine condition, is part of the long tradition of Morgan silver dollar collecting, making it a coveted piece in many collections. If you enjoyed this video, next up the 1972 Kennedy half dollar with a large date and the D mint mark. This particular coin has become one of the most valuable in the world of coin collecting, especially when it's in fine condition. As we break down the coin's historical context, design features, mintage numbers, market value, and what makes it so valuable, you'll see why this coin has captured the attention of serious collectors everywhere. The Kennedy half dollar was first issued in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy following his tragic assassination in 1963. The original design featured a portrait of Kennedy, created by Gilroy Roberts, along with an image of the Liberty Bell and an eagle on the reverse. However, as time passed and the U.S. Treasury faced challenges with rising silver prices, the composition of the coin was altered. The 1972 Kennedy half dollars was minted with a reduced silver content, making it primarily composed of copper-nickel with only a thin layer of silver. Despite this change, the design remained a powerful symbol of the late president's legacy. The large date variety of the 1972 Kennedy half dollar, in particular, is of great interest to collectors. The large date was created as a result of a change in the size of the digits used in the minting process. The large date variety can be distinguished from the small date variety by the noticeably larger size of the numbers 7 and 2 on the obverse of the coin. The obverse of the 1972 Kennedy half dollar is an artistic rendering of President John F. Kennedy facing left. The striking detail in this design, coupled with the unique historical significance of Kennedy's presidency, makes the coin an enduring symbol of American history. On the reverse, you'll find the familiar image of the presidential seal with an eagle holding a shield. The large date variety of this coin is especially important because of how it differs visually from other Kennedy half dollars. The size of the numbers is larger than the smaller date versions from the same year, providing a distinct look to this variety. The mintage of the 1972 Kennedy half dollar with the D mint mark was substantial, with over 250 million coins being minted. However, not all of these coins are in top condition. While the mintage is high, the demand for well-preserved examples, particularly those in fine condition or better, is driving up the value. It is worth noting that the 1972 Kennedy half dollar is available in two varieties, the large date and small date. The large date version is generally rarer than the small date, contributing to the collector interest in finding these coins in excellent condition. In today's auction market, the value of a 1972 Kennedy half dollar with a D mint mark in fine condition can vary depending on its preservation. Typically, the value of a fine condition coin ranges between $52,000, but in rare instances, certain auction sales have seen higher results. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its worth, with coins in uncirculated or near-mint conditions fetching significantly higher prices. Collectors are especially drawn to this coin for the large date variety. If the coin has any visible flaws, such as discoloration or scratches, its value could drop. However, coins with minimal damage or in higher grade conditions, such as MS65 or above, can see auction prices in the range of $82,000, depending on the buyer's enthusiasm for this particular minting variety. There are a few known error coins from the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar series. One example is the D over D mint mark error, where the mint mark was incorrectly stamped over an existing mint mark. This error is highly sought after by collectors and can push the value of an individual coin significantly higher. Collectors look for such errors because they add uniqueness and rarity to the coin, elevating it beyond a regular minted piece. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar also holds a special place in collectors' hearts because it represents an era of American history marked by significant change. From the Kennedy assassination to the moon landing, the period surrounding this coin's release was one of transformation. As a result, this coin is often seen not just as currency, but as a piece of the story of the United States. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar with a D mint mark in fine condition is a fascinating coin, full of history, value, and uniqueness. The large date variety and the presence of minting errors make it a highly collectible piece. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a beginner, this coin represents an excellent opportunity to invest in something truly special. Be sure to keep an eye on the market and grab one of these stunning coins when you can. Next up, the most valuable United States silver Kennedy half-dollar 1974 large date without mint mark in good condition and uncovering its historical significance, mintage details, design features, errors, and the factors that make this coin so sought after by collectors. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar is particularly notable as it was the last year that the coin was minted with the 40 silver composition before the switch to the copper-nickel-clad coins in 1976. Although the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar with a large date and no mint mark is not the rarest, its value fluctuates due to its limited mintage, age, and the good condition it's preserved in. The design of the Kennedy half-dollar has remained largely unchanged since its inception. The obverse features the portrait of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The image captures Kennedy at the height of his presidency, facing left, with his hair meticulously styled and a slight smile suggesting strength and determination. The inscription Liberty is placed above the portrait. Within God we trust to the left and the year of minting at the bottom. This was the first coin to feature a US president on the obverse since the Franklin half-dollar. On the reverse side, the coin features a design by Frank Gasparo showing a heraldic eagle with its wings spread. The eagle holds an olive branch in one talon and a bundle of arrows in the other, symbolizing peace and strength. Surrounding the eagle are the words United States of America and half-dollar. A distinctive feature of this coin is its smooth, detailed engraving, which provides a striking contrast to the simplicity of earlier coins. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar was minted in large numbers at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark and at the Denver Mint with the D mint mark. The total mintage for the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar without a mint mark was 49,973,000 coins. Though the mintage seems high, the number of coins in good condition or higher quality available today is much smaller, especially because many of these coins were stored in mint sets or used in everyday circulation, leading to wear and tear. Despite the large number of coins minted, the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar in good condition still holds value for collectors, with prices ranging from $64,000 in the market depending on specific auction results. Coins with higher grades such as MS-63 or Mrs-65 can fetch higher values. However, it's important to note that good condition usually refers to coins that show visible wear, such as smooth details, faint wear on the high points, and a more muted appearance. This reduces the overall value compared to coins in higher grades. One of the key factors contributing to the value of any coin is the presence of errors or unique features. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar is not known for widespread minting errors like some other coins, but there have been instances where double die obverse or other minor errors were found. These errors are particularly sought after by collectors who specialize in error coins. Additionally, the 1974 Kennedy half-dollars without a mint mark holds particular appeal to collectors because it is one of the last few years the coin was minted with 40 silver, making it an essential piece for those completing collections of Kennedy half dollars from the early years. As for collectors' interest, the 1974 Kennedy half dollar in good condition can attract attention from a wide range of collectors. Those who are focused on the silver content may see it as a cheap way to invest in precious metals, while others may be more interested in its historical significance as part of the Kennedy half dollar series. The absence of a mint mark makes this coin an interesting piece in terms of rarity compared to the Denver minted version, and collectors often seek it for its aesthetic appeal and association with the Kennedy legacy. The 1974 Kennedy half dollar large date without mint mark in good condition may not be among the most valuable coins in the series, but its value as part of the silver Kennedy half dollar legacy is undeniable. With its iconic design, historical importance, and limited supply in good condition, it remains an appealing choice for both investors and collectors alike, whether you're an experienced numismatist or a casual enthusiast. This coin serves as a reminder of an era of change and a tribute to one of America's most beloved presidents.